Hello, medical you're watching Scientific Medical Oncologist YouTube channel. So, in this video, we're going to discuss about the long essay part, the most important topics for RGHS, adult type nursing subjects for BSc nursing third semester students. So, without delay, let's get into the video. We're going to discuss about important units from which long essay questions will be asked. So, in this video, not only about important topics, important units, we also discuss about important chapters of particular topics in this adult type nursing subject. So, before discussing important topics, I'm going to inform you that we have created these important topics and we have arranged and listed these important topics based on priority and possibilities of repeating in an examination based on RGH's previous year data and previous year question papers of medical surgical nursing. We have arranged and listed these topics for adult type nursing subject. So before understanding the important topics of adult type nursing's first subject, first of all, let's discuss the official syllabus of adult type nursing first syllabus. So here you can see in the screen official syllabus of adult type nursing released by INC. So according to these units, we are going to discuss about important topics in long essay part. That is in long essay part, how many important topics are there, which all are important topics are there in long essay part. We are going to discuss about that. So in this video, we only discuss about the long essay part. In our next video, we're going to discuss about the short essay part. So in this video, we're going to discuss about the long essay part, important topics for adult type nursing subject. So by seeing INC syllabus, we don't get any idea about from which unit long essay part questions will be asked. By considering, so for that, we have created an important topics or units which will be asked mostly and frequently. They are asked in previous year examinations of medical or surgical nursing first. So in this time also, there are possibilities of asking the same units as they did in anatomy and physiology. They asked questions in long essay part about same units or same topics which previously they used to ask in for year-wise students. Even there is a change of syllabus, some of the important topics and the questions will remaining the same. They are considering same important questions for semester students also. So by understanding this INC syllabus, let's predict from these all units which units will be asked in long essay part. Let's predict that. So we have predicted that important units from which long essay questions will be asked, that is for 15 marks. We predicted from which units long essay questions will be asked based on previous year data and previous year question papers. We have rearranged and listed most important units or topics from which 15 marks questions will be asked in long essay part of adult nursing subject. So without delay, let's discuss them one by one. So our first important topic or first unit of possibilities of repeating is digestive system disorder. In long essay part, there is a 60 to 80% chances of getting questions from digestive system disorders. So this is the important unit for which long essay part questions will be asked for 15 marks. And second important unit from which long essay questions will be asked is cardiovascular and blood disorders. So this is the second most important unit from which long essay questions will be asked. Third unit is metabolic disorders, and this is the third unit from which long essay questions will be asked. And fourth unit from which long essay questions will be asked is respiratory disorders, and this is in fourth place of possibilities of repeating. Fifth one is musculoskeletal disorders. Sixth one is communicable disease, and seventh most important unit from which long essay questions can be asked, intraoperative care. So this is the last unit, and this is the least possibilities of repeating, and mostly no from these units no long essay questions will be asked as of their previous year data and of previous year question papers of medical surgical nursing. They don't ask long essay questions from these all units. So our next important unit is that is others unit, all other units of adult type nursing syllabus which are less frequently asked and which are not asked till now and which are less possibilities of repeating in an exam. So those units includes intraoperative care. So these all which are listed here are lessly asked in RGHS examination based on their previous history or previous data of RGHS examinations. They are not clearly asked questions from these chapters or these units. So if you have enough time for your examination, you can study about these other units also. So the first priority and possibilities of repeating unit is digestive system disorders. From these units only most of the long essay questions may be asked. So these all units are arranged listed based on their priority and possibilities of repeating in an examination based on their previous year history and previous data. We have arranged these important topics and important units which can be repeated on RGHS examination for third semester BSc nursing students. Okay, in adult type nursing, this is the most important topic then of this. So digestive disorder is most important topic and most priority and possibilities of repeating then of cardiovascular disorders and then of metabolic disorders, and so on. This goes on. So the uppermost unit is most repeated units in long essay part. If you have no time for examination, you can skip these other units in long essay, but there is very less chance of asking 15 marks questions from these all units which I was listed under the others units. Actually, from these all important topics or units, 2 questions will be asked in your degree examination. So you need to study all of these important topics which are listed. So this is all about the most important topics to study for long essay part or adult nursing subject. So this is all about the important topics, important units from which 10 marks questions will be asked. So now let's discuss about the most important chapters from each units we have discussed till now. So far we discussed now. So let's study about that. So our first unit, which is more possibilities of repeating an examination, is digestive system disorders. So in digestive system disorders, we have created another subtopics or chapters from this unit from which questions will be asked. On the basis of these chapters or these important topics, only 15 marks questions will be asked. As same as the important topics are arranged based on priority and possibilities of repeating, so our subtopic or chapters of important units are arranged based on their priority and possibilities of repeating in an examination. We have arranged these important chapters of digestive system disorders. So let's discuss them one by one. So our first chapter, which is more possibilities of repeating in an examination for 15 marks question, is peptic ulcer. Second chapter is cirrhosis of liver. Third chapter is intestine, including malabsorption. This unit is in third place of possibilities of repeating in an examination. So fourth important chapter is pancreatitis, especially acute pancreatitis. You should to study everything about this topic, including their etiological or risk factors, clinical manifestations or signs or symptoms, nursing management, pharmacological management or medical management, surgical management, and health education. Everything, including diets and modifications, that is therapeutic diets for these disorders, and everything A to Z you need to study about these important topics. If possible, we upload the important questions on these chapters and these units. We will upload this so that you will get the idea about how questions are arranged and how questions are made. So we will upload the question bank video as possible as soon. So now let's move to the next chapter. So our fifth chapter is differentiate between duodenal ulcer and stomach ulcer. Sixth one, hiatal hernia. Seventh one, ulcerative colitis. So there can be interchange between 6th place and 7th place in between these two chapters. So our 8th important chapter is cholelithiasis, and the 9th one important chapter is appendicitis. So from these all important chapters, from any one of 2 chapters, 2 15 marks questions will be asked for your RJS examination. So if you studied these all chapters completely, and if you have enough time for studying further, you can also go with other chapters, including 9th one hepatitis, and these all are other chapters which you can study if you completed these all chapters. First unit you need to study in adult nursing exam is that first unit you need to study digestive disorders. After that, you need to study about the cardiovascular disorder. As I made the list of important units, you need to study about that. As I am arranged this on possibilities of repeating, you can study this unit first and you can go for next. If you completely studied these topics, you can go for other topics which can be helpful for MCQ questions, short answer questions, because we can only predict important questions for long essay part. So our second important unit is cardiovascular disorders and blood disorders. So we have mixed both cardiovascular disorders and blood disorders in and made one unit. This is in second place in priority and possibilities of repeating an examination. And also this is the first because, as you know, in adult nursing there will be 2 questions for 15 marks. So first question can be of digestive disorders and second question may be of cardiovascular disorder, mainly metabolic disorders. So digestive system disorders and metabolic disorders are always asked in combined in long essay part, in which first question will be of digestive system disorders and second question will be of diabetic mellitus. If you pick any of medical surgical nursing question paper, you will get questions from only these topics only. So from these separate topics only 2 questions will be asked in the RJS examination. So our second most important unit is cardiovascular disorders and blood disorders, in which the important chapters in these units are, as I already told, these important chapters are also based on priority and possibilities of repeating, in which first important chapter that gonna be repeated from this unit is hypertension. From hypertension, many questions can be asked, including its dietary modifications, that is therapeutic diet, sodium restricted diet. So study everything about the hypertension. Any question can be asked from hypertension. So completely study about this hypertension. We also upload different questions on adult nursing first, including hypertension. In that video, here you can see from how many questions can be made from hypertension topic. So we will upload that different question video as soon as possible. So now let's back to the video. That is, our first important chapter is hypertension, which is on first place in the priority and the possibilities of repeating in an RJS examination. So our second important chapter is that is cardiac heart failure. So now let's move to the next third chapter, which is in third place of repeating, that is myocardial infarction, which is also called as heart attack. And fourth chapter is rheumatic heart disease, including valve replacement. They can ask nursing management for valve replacement, and that all they can ask, as you can see in the screen. In fifth chapter is carditis, including pericarditis, endocarditis, and sixth one is angina pectoris, which can be asked for 15 marks. And this all will be. So these all are important chapters for adult type nursing, which are based on priority and possibilities of repeating. And blood disorders, important chapters are first one anemia, including classification and everything about the and certain bleeding disorders. Mostly they don't ask about this all bleeding disorders. In RJS, one of the most important chapters in blood disorders is that is anemia. And also there is less possibilities of asking anemia and other blood disorders, including leukopenia, erythropenia, and all other blood disorders, but they can ask, they have the rights to ask any questions. So if you have time, you can also go through these disorders. They can ask, but in this first you need to give priority to anemia. They are decided to ask questions from blood disorders. There are more possibilities of picking anemia question rather than these all blood disorders, clotting disorders, and platelet disorders. Okay, so study smartly. Other chapters including valvular disorders, including valve replacement. Let's move to the next important unit, that is diabetes mellitus. That is metabolic disorders. In metabolic disorders, there are only two important chapters which are mostly asked, and in that only one chapter that has 95% chance of asking if they decide to pick the question from metabolic disorder, that is diabetes mellitus, including diabetic ketoacidosis and insulin therapy. Most of the questions will be asked from diabetes mellitus in metabolic disorders. So in metabolic disorders, give first preference to the diabetes mellitus, and then next that is hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. And others important chapters in this unit includes adrenal gland and pituitary gland disorders. So in RJS exams, they mostly ask about the diabetes mellitus or hyperthyroidism, including goiter. But there are less possibilities of asking these questions, as they mostly ask about the diabetes mellitus. Okay, so this is all about this metabolic disorders important chapters. So now let's move to the next important unit, that is respiratory disorder. Respiratory disorder is on fourth place in the priority of possibilities of repeating in an RJS examinations. In respiratory disorders, there is a first important chapter which is more possibilities of repeating, that is chest injuries. In RJS, they mostly ask about the chest injuries in respiratory disorders, including chest tube drainage. So in respiratory disorders, they ask mostly about this chapter or this subtopic, that is chest injuries. Second important, bronchial asthma. Okay. And third important chapter is COPD, that is chronic obstructive pulmonary disorders. So they may ask about the COPD, nursing management, and this also. And fourth important chapter is pleural effusion. And all other important chapters in this unit are, that is pulmonary effusion, bronchitis, pneumonia, lung abscess, pulmonary embolism. So all other chapters in this respiratory disorders unit, but RJS does not ask mostly about this chapter. That's why it is in last place. So in respiratory disorder, they mostly ask about the chest injury or bronchial asthma. That's why they are in first place. So the level of prediction of important questions in an RJS examinations goes on like this, in which long essay part questions are mostly predictable. Short essay parts are less predictable than long essay questions. Short essay part are mildly predictable, and short answers are less predictable, and MCQ questions can't be predictable. So as you decrease the question marks, that is 15 marks, 5 marks, 2 marks, 1 marks, the level of prediction goes down. So this is how RJS work. We can predict 15 marks just 95%. We can predict short essay part 90%. We can predict short answers part 50%. And we can predict MCQ questions less than 30% or less than 50%. So as you increase the number of marks given for the each question, the level of prediction decreases as they are directly inversely proportional to each other. So this is all about their respiratory disorders. So now let's move to the next important unit, that is musculoskeletal system disorders. So musculoskeletal disorders is on 5th place of possibilities of repeating in an RJS examination. In musculoskeletal system disorders, the one of the most asked and repeated questions on musculoskeletal disorders is, that is fractures, including plaster cast applications. Fractures is one of the most important chapters in this unit. If you see in the previous year question papers, most of the questions are asked from these chapters only. And second important chapter in this unit is, that is arthritis. So you need to consider these two important chapters in this unit, that is fracture, and second one is arthritis, especially rheumatoid arthritis. And third important chapter is osteoporosis. Fourth important chapter is osteomyelitis, and fifth chapter includes all of the other chapters in this area, including ankle sprain, splint. So now let's move to the next important unit, that is communicable disease. As you can see, communicable disease unit is in 6th place in possibilities of repeating. So communicable disease is the last and least important units that can be asked in RJOs. In most time they don't ask about this, and that can be in communicable disorders including hepatitis B, hepatitis A, typhoid, measles, herpes, meningitis, leprosy, and all other chapters listed here are very less chance of asking in RJOs examination. They never before asked these questions in RJOs examination. They are lessly asked in RJOs examination based on their previous history or previous data of RJOs examinations. They are not clearly asked questions from these chapters or these units. So if you have enough time for your examination, you can study about these other units also. So if you have time, you can study further about these things. Studying more is not always waste of time, because if you study anything that can be helpful to you in future, so don't study for your examinations, also study for your knowledge and for improving your knowledge and education and giving a best service as possible as you can as a well-educated nursing professionals. So I will be appreciative if you read everything what I gave in the INC syllabus, because it not only helps you in RJOs examination, but it also helps in your future examinations and future studying also, and also improves your knowledge, which can ultimately improve the patient's health, because patient's health mostly depends on nursing professionals, because nurses are the primary caregiver of a patient rather than physicians, because nurses observe everything and act according to that. So this is the main work of nurses. So for working and providing best quality service, you need to study everything and always stick to the studies, because in studies most of the things changes as time passes. As you already suffered from change of syllabus from RS5 to RS6, in which we used to write exams on year base. Now students are writing exams on semester wise basis. So we need to always get touch in about what all things happening on nursing fields. So always study everything and try to study and try to gain knowledge as you can possible. Just studying about important topics and clearing exams does not make you a good nursing professional. If you want to be a good nursing professional, you need to study and gain knowledge as you can possible. So this is all about the important topics as we discuss now. These important topics and important questions are only for those students who are working in hospitals already. Because of their familiar issues, they don't get time to study in their home. So for those students who are need to write exams in less than 1 month, after getting timetable, they will get to start studying in their free time. I think these type of important questions and important topics helps them a lot. So our next video will be on important questions of adaptive nursing. So don't forget to watch that video. So till then, keep watching, keep learning. Let's end the video. Let's end.